So in this video, I wanted to take a quick look at a pretty interesting series of pens, and that is the UniBall RE3 pens. The RE is the UniBall's erasable line, and the RE3 is just this 3-pen version. It's the latest version. It's currently available, and it's available in a few different models. This is kind of the standard RE3 in this gold color. And then I happened to land on one of these special edition Disney collaborations, also in RE3. This one was called the Mickey Mouse one. And anyway, I've had circumstances in my life in the past where I've had to use erasable pens a whole lot, so I've gotten accustomed to them, and I've looked around a lot. So when new ones come out, or when new ones, I find ones that are new to me, I tend to pick them up. And I almost always go with the friction line from Pilot, but when I saw these REs, I figured I would start investigating. So all plastic pen sells for I don't know, maybe $6, something like that. These were Japanese imports, so it's a little bit hard to make the conversion. Has a rubberized grip, as you would popularly find with a Jetstream 3 or some of these Uni 3s. Clear tip, so you could see what pen, what color you're using rather. And it's all based around a twist mechanism. So twisting will extend the pen you want, blue, black, red, and then to get it out, actually in usage, you have to hit the button, the plunger, clicker mechanism, whatever you want to call it. So basically, the twisting action will choose the color, but the button will actually push it out. It's a little bit confusing. It's a 2-part mechanism, and in fact, it doesn't work perfectly, but it is kind of cool because you get a twister and a clicker in one. But again, it really makes things overly complicated. So we'll see that again. You can twist, 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 and you can go continuously, which is cool. You can go in either direction, and you can see there is an indicator here. So you want to go right into the correct spot where the ball is. You'll feel it click in place, and then you can push. The problem is that right now, the push, it doesn't always work perfectly. And I think some of that has to do, if this is upside down, I can't push it for whatever reason. But if I go like this, it's fine. So twist works. Have to have it out, twist, works. If I have it out like this, I cannot twist it, which I guess is to be expected. So I push it and it twists. Here's the confusing thing. If it's upside down and I push it, it will not push. Twist works, cannot push. Go like this, and it will click again. I don't know what is going on with this internal mechanism. I don't know if it's some sort of safety maybe, but so it doesn't extend in your bag, I mean, but it definitely will not push upside down. Super weird. And then you could hear it, something clicks. There's a little ball in there, and I'm guessing it's a safety mechanism, so this doesn't extend unless if it's in a writing position. So kind of cool, a little bit confusing. Other features, metallic body. It is not metal, it is plastic. Pretty sturdy clip, although this is definitely one of those clips where if you extend it too far, it just snaps right here. I've done that with a few of these clear ones. And up here, it looks like there's an eraser, and that's because there is an eraser. But you can see this is not a soft plastic eraser. This is one of the erasers that Uni uses with these heat-sensitive inks. Essentially, it just creates some heat or some friction on the paper, and it makes the ink disappear. This isn't actually eraser, like little bits of this eraser don't come off. It just makes the ink disappear. That's why this is actually a relatively hard plastic, much harder than this rubberized coating. And I don't know how or if this pen comes apart. Obviously, if you twist this, it doesn't come apart. If you pull it, it doesn't come apart. And this, you can't twist. You can see it's keyed right here. So my guess is this is not user serviceable. Moving over to the Disney one, we can see it's the same pen, just with a different color scheme. It's red and black. It says Mickey Mouse here. This is all the same, but you have this right here, which is, I guess, Mickey's hand, his pants, and his foot. I don't really get what that means. Little color indicator. This one has that as well. Very cool. It's like a little flag. Same indicator here. And then just the model number and stuff like that. The URE3. So that's the UniBall RE3. And then 500 is I believe it's the price indicator. Some people have told me that in the comments. And then -05 means it's a 0.5 millimeter. Actually, I think the price would be this right here, 600, 500. So 500 yen, about $5. Do a quick writing sample with them, which these are very interesting pens. We will extend the blue. We can see it is blue right here. Push it out, and this is the UniBall RE:3. And you can see it is somewhat scratchy. Get the focus, sorry about that. Somewhat scratchy, and it's a very light ink. And that's just because that's how their Uni's erasable ink looks like. Let's see what we have. Here's a very standard, very good Pilot Blue gel. Obviously, the gel is non-erasable. I just want to have that as a reference point so you can see what a blue gel looks like versus the RE3 ink. Go over to red. And then finally to black. So definitely on the light side. The black is the most acceptable of the bunch. The red is super light, and then the blue is just sort of sad. The friction pens definitely have much better ink coloring than the RE3. So this is, from a design standpoint, UniBall tends to win out, but the frictions are definitely better writers. And then, oh, you know what I forgot to point out with the Mickey one? It has little Mickey ears on top, probably like the biggest single selling point to it. Although I find them to be a little bit obtrusive in practice. So pulling this off, we'll do a quick eraser test. And here you go with that hard plastic. So it erases surprisingly well. No damage to the paper. This is a Clairefontaine, the Triumph paper. It's a smoother paper, so the erase tends to work well. It's not perfect. You can see a little bit of ghosting or residue there. And then the eraser has basically no wear to it. It's just like a very hard tip, and it does not, like I said, it doesn't scuff or anything from where you're pushing. And in fact, if you were to use a different plastic, it doesn't work quite as well, but the erasing would work. You know, if you use like the front of this pen, it will work. That's just the ink sort of just rubs down. I believe it's heat sensitive, so as you rub, you create friction, that creates heat, and it wears it down. Something like this pen with a softer material should get it gone, no problem. In fact, yeah, that's even faster. But you can see it start to wear down a little bit. So yeah, that is the UniBall RE3. Pretty cool pen, but I would say there's really no reason to pick these up. There are better erasable pens, and there are better multi-pens, and there are better erasable multi-pens. So while I like the feature and I like UniBall's products, I'm not really impressed with these. So thanks for watching.